Get in there.
All right, this is it. Grand Finals. Summer Jam 11, Justice Pro Series, SonicFox.
Ready to get up close and personal?
Not much of a cat.
We're not making friends, Len.
Begin.
Well, clearly Cold has a thing for Poison Ivy, so cats don't do it for the young man with the parka. But Semiij doesn't care. He is here for pure business as he gets the first combo, taking it to the corner, and SonicFox trying to bait out a throw tech. A little shimmy action, but Semiij not falling for the bait.
SonicFox poking there, and he's setting up camp right here. He's got this wall. Now he can hop over that little shard of ice on the ground, but he's going to be risking a lot of stuff. So Semiij completely content with taking a backseat here, letting SonicFox set up here. Look at all this damage. Is he going to freeze? Is SonicFox keeping him here?
Wow, and allows Semiij to escape. That setup was entirely dirty, but Semiij not giving up, able to backdash his way out at the end, but SonicFox going to recharge the gun, and a beautiful step kick into the ice. Not sure if that's what Semiij was looking for, but we take those as the first life bar dwindles in an icy death.
SonicFox isn't losers. He cannot leave anything. He can't leave anything on the table. He's got to take every advantage that he can over each mistake that Semiij throws at him. Here comes the snow globe. Is she gonna? No! Usually Semiij goes straight for the backdash out of there, and SonicFox thought, okay, I'm fine, because he's just gonna backdash out of here, and he got hit by the whip.
Oh, and the whip punish on that meter burn back three. Semiij getting a little greedy, trying to fight Sonic out of that snow globe, but instead the whip trip now back on the offensive. Fantastic conversion from the young kid from Noble, able to recognize that was an anti-air collision and finishes it off. But stop it!
Did he just?
Stop it!
Did that just happen?
No.
Yes.
No. This man did not meter burn back three, bounce cancel his jump attack from the air.
Yes, you can. If you buffer that in the air, it will happen as soon as you land on the ground.
This kid is too smart.
He knew.
He's too smart.
Knew that armor was going to go through that low attack that's on the ice puddle.
Semiij is actually on the next level, spinning 2 bars to get that going. A little bit out of the range for that whip slap there. And once again. Yo, who is this? Yo, why is this kid so godlike?
Only in your dreams.
And now, did he learn this on the fly? Because he wasn't doing this the last set. He didn't do it at all. He had every opportunity to do it. I don't know if someone kind of phoned in some secret tech to Semiij. Hey, good thing you won against SonicFox, but here's another option that you have.
Yeah, absolutely not. Semiij plays so much. This kid has so much knowledge of the game. I'm not surprised in the slightest that he is this good, but unfortunately his spacing a little bit behind his intellect in that situation as he walks into his death. SonicFox up 1 game. However, Semiij does have an entire set to throw away, for lack of a better term, as he's earned the right to be reset. But the Poison Ivy pick on his mind right now. How will he respond in this clutch situation?
Poison Ivy.
There we go. Semiij selecting Poison Ivy, keeping the full screen presence. The Vines are going to hold down Captain Cold, not give him the room that SonicFox wants. So you're going to see a big change of pace here. SonicFox is going to be the aggressor. He's going to go in because he knows at full screen he's just going to lose. Backing up, waiting for this trait to time over, and Semiij taking full advantage of SonicFox not sitting still. Good blocks here by SonicFox. Here's his chance to shine. The trait is gone, no longer summoned.
Dashes up, using Divine Drift that 4-3, advancing in. Poison Ivy, the longest range 4-3 in the game, able to control the spacing. She can move either forwards or backwards. Smart stuff there. I like the idea with the meter burn back 3 to armor through the icicle setup, but SonicFox keeping a steady defensive pace.
Oh, trying to put up the wall, but the Vine does get under it. Semiij slowed down a little bit there, but the back 3 was fast enough to punish SonicFox. Unfortunately, he couldn't continue the combo. But here he is, just a few more blocked Vines should be enough to chip it out. SonicFox knows staying on the ground is not an option, so he tries to jump out, but he does get it.
Now you see both of these men trying to camp around this globe. That jumping interactable for gadget characters is unblockable, and it homes at about half the distance away from said whatever you call Brainiac's little capture globes. I don't have it on my head right now, but.
And it respawns right there. SonicFox displayed for us, almost knowing exactly when it was coming back. Like he had a little timer in his head.
Yeah, that timer about 4 seconds or more. As Semiij pulls the screen away, the smart stuff, trying to stay back, and SonicFox again going back to his roots. When you have an unblockable at your disposal, why not abuse it?
I mean, in hindsight, the right decision there for Semiij would be to probably meter burn, roll in there, avoid the interactable, and punish SonicFox while he was still in the air.
Semiij still in a very good spot here. Nice trade now, getting a knockdown from the Vine Drill. Oh, is going to have a hard time escaping now. Getting in the block stun of those trait shots.
Although Poison Ivy's backdash isn't as great as Catwoman, it's still an option to get out of that globe.
And puts up the EX Ice Ball. If he stands in that, he will take damage over time. And because it is meter burn version, he can and will freeze if he's in it for too long.
And the punish of the down
Should
two.
have joined the rogues.
That well's been poisoned.
And SonicFox using 2 bars, getting 25% back for his resources. And Semiij building up some bar of his own, but SonicFox still has enough to match it. So if Semiij does get the clash going, he's not going to have enough to beat SonicFox in the meter game. So he's just got to close this out right now. Clash is not an option here.
Yeah, and Semiij very happy with taking these trades, but the anti-air drill there, chip damage will do it. Here comes Nice Shade, and this should be enough. And yes, who needs help when you have the greatest protection ever? You can just sit there.
Deadshot. Poison Ivy.
All right, quick replay as we get into it now. The smart stuff from Semiij. It's a second look at this meter burn back 3 cancel armoring instantly. The frame she touches the ground to not be frozen, sending SonicFox on a transition. Beautiful stuff. And we come back to a counter pick. Deadshot here to ruin the day of all the green everywhere. Bullets fly. They're a bit stronger than the drills Ivy has at her disposal. But Semiij still in control here.
Still in control because he can meter burn the drills coming from the ground, and he can just meet him with another regular one, or meter burn another one if he's got the bar to spend it. SonicFox, great use of that interactable, the unblockable stuff all over the Joker's playground. So smart. You really got to know your stages in this game. That forward 3 reaches so far, it's like almost full screen.
And kisses Deadshot through the mask, enough to poison him. Poison Ivy with the hot stuff there. I wanted to kiss at one point in time, but I'm not sure anymore as my views on life have been shifted. This ravenous woman here, sending Nice Shade to do the dirty work, combos into the Vine Drills full screen, and Semiij fighting back to back. Not quite sure how bad of a matchup it feels, but we're going to trade blows.
And Deadshot does find himself in the corner, and he's trying to buy some real estate in, trying to meet Poison Ivy. Now, check out the meter deficit here. Semiij needs to find answers.
And the great read on the neutral jump attack, however, went for the jumping heavy, which launches opponents. Not able to get the continuation on the combo, but now SonicFox working a combo of his own, challenges in between the pokes is Semiij, and now we're slugging it out. Who cares about zoning when we're both up close and personal in each other's faces?
Right now, Semiij is looking for a successful hit so he can safely summon his trait. SonicFox not giving it to him, giving him a nice throw, stabbing him in the gut, and shooting him full screen completely away from him.
And no chance to clash for Semiij, and the down 2 coming out fast enough to trade with the air attack. However, Sonic, that trade enough to kill Semiij and eliminate his life bar. One more game away from a reset.
Fighters approaching Atlantis.
Now this is very interesting because SonicFox will get last pick. If Semiij does defeat his Deadshot, SonicFox is free to go to the character select screen and pick whoever he wants. While Semiij is locked down on Catwoman.
Straight whip there, nice whip trip of the legs. Catching SonicFox trying to walk back, plus frames from the cartwheel, but of course, the challenge.
SonicFox was ready to challenge, and what a successful challenge there. Getting him all this momentum here, keeping Catwoman at full screen. Now SonicFox opting to go for the green trait. When those connect, those do slowly drain his opponent's meter.
Here's the jump in now. Priority there, SonicFox a little late with the anti-air attempt. Now, carry to the corner for his troubles. The jump back whip a little too high as that hitbox region has been adjusted. Catwoman needed to be a little bit deeper.
And now, careful with these blue bullets. These blue bullets, when they connect, they will send Catwoman at full screen. Very, very annoying trait aspect there.
And the whip trip again at max range. Great spacing from Semiij. And SonicFox continually challenging Semiij after plus frames, and the shimmy right there. How about that challenge? You take that bullet, and you know where to shove it. As Semiij scratches through that mask, trying to fight his way closer, but SonicFox advancing.
Yeah, no, he's tired of zoning. He's tired of eating those whips over and over again, but he's being their aggressor, and Semiij taking complete advantage of it with the meter burn back 3. That's basically what Catwoman wants you to do. She wants you to get overzealous. She wants you to try to take advantage of frame traps just so she can meter burn back 3 through them.
And now Semiij getting the job done now with those down 1 pokes after his plus frames, forcing Sonic to respect his mix-ups and Oki up close.
Throw tech by SonicFox. Don't test this boy's reactions.
Oh, he went for the dirty stuff there, looking for that cross-up on that cat dash. However, SonicFox simply delays his wake-up to avoid it. Punish with the throw. No, not a punish. SonicFox able to tech.
How about a kiss?
Kiss this, Floyd.
And what's up with all the men trying to get kisses from the women that Semiij plays, man?
It's nothing but disrespect. That's all it is. Nothing but disrespect. Underestimating your opponent. Oh, and the whiff punish by SonicFox, and here's a clash.
You were a skilled killer.
Why rush the climax?
Look at, see that shot? You're so forward, my man. You want to take this woman out first? You know, you want to slow down? No, you don't. And this is why you die. Jump in attempt, blocks the staggers now, commits to the trade chip damage territory. What's it going to be? SonicFox jumping in, whiffs the back 3. Why these clutch situations? Playing with the hearts and souls of everybody. Does SonicFox have enough? He does not spin the meter on the combo, but instead looking for the chip damage, evades the trick shot, and that time punishes the dash in with a second trick shot. Reset of the bracket.
Unfortunately for Semiij, he got that combo at the end. He didn't have the meter to meter burn the cat dash. That would have been over. It would have been done.
And take a look at SonicFox. That man is in his thoughts. He needs a word, needs a second. Looking back to the crowd, checking from his teammates. He's got the reset, but now in a precarious situation. You have to do it once again. Now, even sets between both of these men. They both have a bunch of characters. Not sure if momentum is going to mean anything here. Freedom to choose their characters over again, and Semiij is going to stick with his main.
Yeah, both players, even though SonicFox just won, both players are free to change their characters, and that's only because this is a whole new set.
Yes.
Begin.
All right, game 1, the reset of Grand Finals. It all ends here. Captain Cold against Catwoman. First hit for Semiij.
Anti-air with that instant jump 1. Semiij puts SonicFox in the corner, and SonicFox uses that interactable to get out. Let's see how Semiij adapts to it, and let's see if he anticipates it. Because it's really a great tool for gadget characters to just get out of there. The corner is not where you want to be against anyone.
An excellent challenge from Semiij there with the meter burn back 3 to go through SonicFox's string and using the corner interactable to escape with that dive kick. Playing the patient game once more. Sonic not able to build any of that trait. Looking to advance that gun to the level 2. However, Semiij staying right within the range. That doesn't allow him to shoot, but puts up the ice wall. What's up? You are not welcome in this house, sir. Captain Cold with the denial, and SonicFox making great usage of that 1 bar of meter.
And look at Semiij getting over that giant wall, that very quick rising hitbox of Captain Cold, crossing him up and taking that first bar.
And challenging is Semiij with that cat dash. Not sure about the combo there. Sonic kicks him with the wall out of the snow globe, which would have been a guaranteed freeze. However, when you can recharge the gun and get another one right back to back, no worries in that situation.
And right now, Semiij is dancing in and outside of the globe, because once you go outside of the globe, that freezer timing does reset.
As you can see, Catwoman's body turn to ice in this situation. After a dominating sequence from Catwoman, who took SonicFox's life bar about 30 seconds ago, the patience and poise.
Again, he goes for that cat hop over the ice puddle, and SonicFox ready to punish him for it. There's no way in hell that Semiij is going to go for that move again. Very, very risky stuff. Chucking all 3 boxes, trying to get any damage on the board that he can. Semiij has full bar right now.
In big time trouble now as he gets closer to the corner. Doesn't really have the resources or the space to escape.
I'm just toying with you.
Here comes a blizzard of pain.
Captain Cold clearly not a fan of the games Wonder Woman, Catwoman is playing with him. All these strong women just toying with the men, you know, it triggers me. It makes me feel a type of way, which is why it's just,
I'm sure it makes you feel a certain type of way. And Semiij getting that knockdown with the whip, trying to stay on top of SonicFox, and SonicFox opting to go to the delayed wake up, kind of throwing off Semiij's timing. You know, this is the first time I'm seeing this full ice wall here. SonicFox, Semiij not waiting it out. I feel like he really had no reason to go in.
And punished there on the grab
Got
attempt.
Cold feet.
I've killed mice braver than you.
And Semiij holding on to that one bar because he knows that it cost him the set last time. He knows that he needs that one bar to close it out in the meter burn cat dash, because once you get a hit, you can easily convert it if you have it.
And looking for another throwback is Semiij, but instead uses that back two. Chip damage territory. There's the low whip trip. SonicFox blocking it all. Wow, that was really close with the evasion. The raw jump in the cancel. This time, going down to the last hit and the throw there. Now, had SonicFox teched it or not, it did not matter. In NRS games, the initial grab does damage, and SonicFox did not have the health to survive it. So Semiij is able to secure that game up 1-0 in this reset. And the anti-air whip, Sonic a little too close, running into the active frames. Huge extended hitbox.
Semiij backdashing out of there. Now he does have access to those interactables above his head. He can use them to swing in and jump in on SonicFox. I'm surprised SonicFox didn't change the stage here, but I guess he was okay and content with having the corner interactables, knowing that Catwoman can't take those away from him.
All right, here's a level 2 up and active again. That snow globe, a huge blue ring of death. As he charges up, this time he's going to get the entirety of the damage deserved, and one more press of the button, getting that level 2 right back.
And perfectly timed there. It looks like it was a clean punish by Semiij. That timing is so impeccable there. Very, very difficult thing to do there. And the delay wake up messes up his inputs. Messes up the timing, and SonicFox ready to take advantage of it. Sitting back, hiding behind the globe, and charging up his trait. He wants that level 2. He's not using level 1 or level 3 at all.
And again, so much annoyance and disappointment from that snow globe. It puts your entire game plan on hold, as you simply have to wait for it to go away or look to escape it.
And that whip is slow enough when he's not in the globe, and Semiij is really, really looking for something he shouldn't be.
And look at the whip punish there from SonicFox. Now staying on the offensive. He's going to back up interactable at his disposal. Caught trying to press buttons at negative frames, and Semiij right on point with this challenge.
Down to such a great tool by Captain Cold. Lowers his hurt box so much. It's really hard to stuff it.
And now Semiij in big trouble. There's no room for escape but a jump back in this situation just on the outside. The meter burn road to escape, jumping out with that interactable and then jumping back into the corner.
Jumping back into the corner, he's got no options left. He's got to get SonicFox. He thought he could push him back enough to get out of the globe. And stuffing that wall right there, Semiij maybe learning something a little bit on the fly in this matchup. Desperately using that air tech right there, using his last 2 bars.
And the damage over time from that snow globe. SonicFox activates that icy defensive shield as Catwoman is simply killing herself by attacking Cold.
And I'm pretty sure SonicFox is going to do it again here. Yes, he does.
Yeah, and Semiij brings his own death, the ultimate troll move, one way or another. And we see so many of those in the game. You have Scarecrow's Trait Gas, you have Atrocitus's blood-sucking puddle thing, and then the Captain Cold level of disrespect converted here. Look at this wall. You are not allowed in my house, good sir.
No, it's a huge wall right there. I'm surprised that Catwoman's whip does even go through it at all.
I mean, that's all she's going to do. The block there, Captain Cold looking for the kiss or some type of intimacy. Catwoman not really about it, but then wants to get all close. No, hold this block. Get out of my life. Get away from me, as he puts the ice wall up and denies any chance of her playing these mind games.
Semiij switching, using his character select to go to Poison Ivy. And look, SonicFox getting very aggressive. He knows that he can't give him any room to breathe. He can't give him room to summon that trait. And he connects with a jump in. This is gonna hurt. Frozen going, loading up that trait, putting up that wall, and the fancy display of perfect execution by SonicFox.
And so disgusting is that setup, that low kick into the death sickle, into the low puddle, low overhead, low, but in which order, as SonicFox is working on a near perfect.
There it is. That's the answer in this matchup. You really can't sit back and zone Poison Ivy. Those vines are going to get you, but don't count Semiij out just yet. Meter burn rolling out of there, trying to get a little bit of real estate, trying to buy some space here, and there, the trade is out. So Captain Cold is locked in. As long as Poison Ivy doesn't get hit, you really just got to wait out that trade.
All right, and Semiij found the escape he was looking for. Huge chunk of real estate in between himself and his opponent, as SonicFox is challenging with the zoning game himself. And Sonic trying his best to chase Semiij down, instead staying composed. And that wall, a great defense from Semiij, although he's facing a huge life deficit outside of that first round corner slaughter. He's been in there.
Semiij, perfect forward dash there to avoid that overhead icicle that SonicFox perfectly placed above his head.
All right, and there's the bark skin for added defense as long as it's active. Going for the whiff punish, but SonicFox with the empty jump, not biting. No setup here into the corner. Big time trouble for Semiij, and we're looking at chip damage. Builds the wall not once, but twice to kick Semiij down into deep contemplation mode. Look at that young man.
Semiij is down to his last life. He does not have a match to lose. He's got to win 2 straight over SonicFox. Looks like he's going to be going Catwoman. He's thinking about it. I feel he had, you know, it all comes down to that initial scramble in the Captain Cold and Poison Ivy matchup. SonicFox just walked into the corner, shoved that gun down his throat, and just mix up after mix up with those overheads, the lows.
Catwoman.
So here we are in classic FGC fashion, man. If you're gonna go down, you go down with the character that got you there in the first place. Semiij, Catwoman extraordinaire, to the Slaughter Swamp. One last chance to put a damper on SonicFox's dreams to win back-to-back premiere events.
Back-to-back with Captain Cold, charges it up, continues the combo, not leaving too much damage on the ground.
And here we go, a replay of that first round from the last game so far. Sonic pushed him to the corner and went with an onslaught of mix-ups. However, Semiij able to fight back now, not giving up much damage besides that initial combo. And here we go, baby. He's in business. There's the back three, the bounce. Cartwheel for the splat. Once again, SonicFox not blocking, and the wake-up wall, a little bit of invincibility to get Semiij off of him.
And look at the great use of that interactable, the alligator, using it to bounce off, getting out of the snow globe as quickly as possible. The unblockable stuff here, a little too slow to continue the combo.
And there's a whip just outside of range. It's Semiij just outside of range once again on the low whip trip, doing everything, evading, and Catwoman showing off those cat-like reflexes.
And the meter burn back through to get through the wall that SonicFox has lunged towards him. Semiij has turned the tables here. Can he tie this up?
Unbelievable play there in that first round from Semiij. Just feline attitude, able to escape using the environment for her movement. And there you go, cutting it short to evade the anti-air attempt from SonicFox. Here's the hard knockdown, and Semiij now turning the tide on this set as SonicFox freezes. The Iceman cometh. Okay, Cold, we got you. But he wants to slow down Semiij's momentum with that freeze.
And Cold's got some quotes of his own right there. Doesn't matter. We don't have to go into a clash.
And the level 2, fortunate for Semiij, gets the connection, so he's able to backdash and escape the icy globe of death unscathed, but a little greedy.
SonicFox has been punishing that every single time. I don't know why Semiij keeps going for it. You just got to know when you're at a loss. You got to count your losses and move on.
A little too slow for that jump in. Gets whiff punished with the greatest of ease. However, 1 bar apiece. Semiij is now in, and SonicFox does not have access to level 2. Now, time to get the offense working. Negative 14 after the nerfs from that cartwheel. SonicFox ready at the helm with the punish. Here's the throw. Semiij down to the wire now. So what does he have left in the tank?
Oh, SonicFox decides to put those icicles all over himself. If Semiij gets near him, it's going to hurt. Even if he's got a combo going, it's SonicFox.
And so experienced with the pop-off there. He is ready to come back. Semiij caught in a loop there. He had the punish on that whiffed entirety of the string, but he knew that he couldn't hit SonicFox with physical attacks. Left himself open and susceptible to that low ice puddle, and SonicFox with